For decades, the silent void above our planet has held a secret, a mystery born from the dawn of the space age, whispering tales of an ancient sentinel, an extraterrestrial artifact watching over humanity. Is it a relic from a forgotten civilization, a silent cosmic guardian, or merely the phantom of human imagination, a collection of misinterpretations woven into a grand narrative? Tonight, we journey into the heart of one of space's most enduring enigmas, the Black Knight satellite. The Black Knight satellite, ancient alien mystery or cosmic debris? Our journey begins with an evocative introduction to the core mystery of the Black Knight satellite. We open on a vast, star-filled night sky, hinting at the endless possibilities and unknowns of the cosmos. The narrative immediately introduces the central claim, an ancient extraterrestrial satellite silently orbiting Earth for millennia. This scene aims to create an atmosphere of profound wonder, mixed with a subtle sense of unease and intrigue. We establish the grand scale of the universe and the human propensity to seek patterns and meaning in the vastness. The description will briefly touch upon the satellite's alleged age, 13,000 years, and its supposed alien origin, setting the stage for the unfolding investigation into one of space's most enduring conspiracy theories. The visual focus is on the beauty and mystery of space, transitioning from distant galaxies to a closer view of Earth's orbit, where this phantom object is said to reside. The music should be ethereal and slightly ominous, building anticipation. Our investigation next takes us back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, specifically to the pioneering work of Nikola Tesla. The scene delves into the claims that Tesla, renowned for his electrical innovations, reported receiving unusual, repetitive radio signals that he believed originated from outer space. This period was ripe with scientific discovery and burgeoning interest in extraterrestrial life, setting a fertile ground for such theories. We explore how these early, ambiguous signals, perhaps natural cosmic phenomena or early radio interference, were later retroactively woven into the Black Knight narrative. The scene aims to highlight the historical context of scientific exploration and the human drive to interpret the unknown, even with limited information. We visualize archival footage or stylized representations of Tesla's lab, emphasizing the era's technological marvels and the lone genius pushing boundaries. The narrative shifts to the post-World War II era, a time of heightened global tension and scientific advancements. We focus on the 1950s, a period marked by the emerging space race, UFO sightings, and widespread public fascination with space travel and potential alien encounters. This scene specifically highlights the contributions of figures like Donald Keyhoe, a former Marine Corps pilot turned ufologist, who actively promoted the idea of extraterrestrial visitation. The scene will also reference the influential Time magazine article from March 7, 1960, which, while not directly naming the Black Knight, discussed mysterious objects in orbit and inadvertently fueled early satellite conspiracy theories. We explore how these early reports and media coverage, often based on ambiguous data or public speculation, laid the groundwork for the more elaborate Black Knight narrative to take root, leveraging the era's anxieties and burgeoning interest in the unknown. The visual style should evoke a mid-century aesthetic, utilizing archival news footage and period-appropriate graphics. This scene firmly places the nascent Black Knight narrative within the tense geopolitical climate of the Cold War and the burgeoning space race. The launch of Sputnik 1 in 1957 sent shockwaves globally, igniting an intense competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. This era was characterized by a pervasive sense of paranoia, suspicion, and a desperate need for technological superiority.
Any anomaly in space, any unexplained signal, could be interpreted as a secret weapon, a spy satellite, or even an extraterrestrial threat. The scene aims to illustrate how this atmosphere of fear and the unknown created a fertile ground for conspiracy theories to flourish. The public was hungry for information, and in its absence, speculation ran wild. We explore how the mystery satellite narrative served as a potent symbol of both the wonders and the dangers of the new space age, feeding into existing anxieties about surveillance and alien invasion. The visuals will blend archival footage of space race milestones with dramatic representations of Cold War tension. In 1960, a genuine event occurred that would become a cornerstone of the Black Knight myth, the U.S. military's detection of an unidentified object in Earth's orbit. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, reportedly tracked an object that appeared to be orbiting Earth in a polar trajectory, a path no known satellite, American or Soviet, was capable of at the time. This legitimate observation, combined with the lack of immediate explanation, ignited public and military speculation. This scene aims to dissect this critical moment, explaining the facts of the NORAD sighting, while also illustrating how easily such genuine anomalies can be misinterpreted or folded into existing conspiracy narratives. We'll explore the technical limitations of the era and the rush to identify any new object in space, especially during the height of the Cold War. The visuals should recreate the tension and uncertainty of this specific historical event, using a blend of dramatic reenactments and period-accurate graphical representations of radar screens and orbital paths.
Our journey through the Black Knight narrative brings us to the fascinating and often debated account of astronaut Gordon Cooper. A key figure in the Mercury and Gemini programs, Cooper was a pioneering space explorer. The scene explores the claims that during his 1963 Mercury Atlas 9 mission, Faith 7, Cooper reportedly sighted a glowing green object approaching his capsule. This alleged incident, sometimes linked to the Black Knight, has been a persistent point of contention. We'll delve into the specifics of Cooper's mission, the official explanations, e.g., carbon dioxide exhaust particles, and how the story evolved into a piece of the larger Black Knight puzzle. The aim is to present both the intriguing astronaut's report and the rational counter-explanations, highlighting how personal experiences in extreme environments can be open to varied interpretations. Visuals should include archival footage of Cooper and his capsule, interspersed with dramatic, stylized recreations of his alleged sighting. Perhaps the most iconic piece of evidence for the Black Knight satellite came from a NASA space shuttle mission. This scene focuses on the STS-88 mission, launched in December 1998, which was the first space shuttle mission to the International Space Station, ISS. During one of its extravehicular activities, EVAs, astronauts captured striking thermal images of an object floating near the nascent ISS. These images, depicting an unusual, dark, and seemingly artificial structure, quickly went viral in early internet circles and became the visual cornerstone for many Black Knight proponents. The scene aims to vividly present these images, acknowledging their immediate impact and the sense of wonder and mystery they created. We'll show the images themselves, perhaps enhancing their visual clarity, while setting the stage for the subsequent scientific explanation. The visual storytelling should build suspense around this compelling piece of proof. This scene provides the scientific and official explanation for the STS-88 images, meticulously debunking the Black Knight claim. We reveal that the object captured in the iconic photographs was in fact a thermal blanket that had come loose from the International Space Station. Specifically, it was an orbiter's space vision system thermal blanket, part of the Node 1 module, which was lost during the mission. The scene will detail the characteristics of the blanket, explaining why it appeared alien or structured in the thermal images due to its folded and damaged state.
We aim to present this information clearly and concisely, using visual aids to illustrate the true nature of the object. The narrative should shift from mystery to clarity, providing a rational explanation for what initially seemed inexplicable. We will juxtapose the mystery image with photos of the actual thermal blanket and explanations of how it would appear in space.
One of the most captivating aspects of the Black Knight narrative is the claim of its impossible age, 13,000 years. This scene directly confronts and debunks this extraordinary assertion, tracing its origins to a misunderstanding or deliberate misattribution of legitimate scientific research. We'll explore how the 13,000 years figure likely originated from misinterpreted data regarding long-delayed radio echoes, or LDEs, a real but unrelated phenomenon studied by scientists in the mid-20th century. The scene will explain LDEs briefly, highlighting that while they are mysterious, they have nothing to do with a physical object orbiting Earth. The aim is to dismantle the ancient alien aspect of the conspiracy by showing how scientific concepts can be taken out of context and warped into fantastical claims. Visuals will include abstract representations of radio waves and historical scientific documents, contrasting them with the imaginative claims of ancient alien technology.
Beyond the STS-88 images and the Tesla LDE claims, numerous other purported pieces of evidence have been linked to the Black Knight satellite over the years. This scene aims to address and debunk a selection of these, demonstrating how everyday phenomena, or unrelated scientific observations, have been retrofitted into the Black Knight narrative. We might explore instances of amateur radio enthusiasts misinterpreting signals, blurry photographs of actual satellites or space debris being passed off as the mysterious object, or even historical anecdotes taken out of context. The goal is to illustrate the pattern of confirmation bias and misinterpretation that often fuels conspiracy theories. The scene will feature a rapid-fire succession of evidence debunked, using visual explanations to quickly clarify the true nature of each purported anomaly. The tone will be informative but firm in its debunking.
Having dissected the evidence, we now turn our attention to the human element, the psychology behind believing in conspiracy theories. This scene explores why narratives like the Black Knight satellite resonate so deeply with people, even in the face of scientific debunking. We'll discuss cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, seeing what you want to see, apophenia, perceiving meaningful connections in random data, and the human need for grand narratives or explanations for the unknown. The scene also touches upon distrust in official sources and the appeal of feeling privy to hidden truths. The aim is to understand the underlying mechanisms that make conspiracy theories so compelling rather than to simply dismiss believers. Visuals will be more abstract and conceptual, representing thought processes and psychological phenomena, perhaps blending with quick cuts of people engaging online or discussing such topics. Despite scientific explanations, the myth of the Black Knight satellite persists. This scene explores the enduring human fascination with the unknown, ancient mysteries, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. It delves into the innate human desire for meaning beyond the mundane, for answers to profound questions about our origins and place in the universe. The Black Knight, even if debunked, taps into these deep-seated yearnings for ancient alien civilizations, lost knowledge, and silent guardians watching over us. We acknowledge that while science provides answers, the allure of the fantastical often remains. This scene aims to create a sense of wonder and reflection, recognizing the cultural significance of such myths in shaping our collective imagination, regardless of their factual basis. Visuals will be ethereal and evocative, blending historical representations of human curiosity with abstract cosmic imagery. In stark contrast to the speculative claims, this scene presents the official stance of NASA,
and the overwhelming scientific consensus regarding the Black Knight satellite. We reiterate that NASA unequivocally dismisses the existence of a 13,000-year-old alien satellite, attributing all purported evidence to identified space debris, natural phenomena, or misinterpretations. The scene will emphasize the scientific method, the need for verifiable evidence, peer review, and consistent data. It will highlight the rigorous tracking and cataloging of all objects in Earth's orbit, underscoring the unlikelihood of a large, ancient object remaining undetected or unidentifiable by modern technology. The tone is authoritative and factual, providing a clear counter-narrative to the conspiracy theory. Visuals will include images of modern space tracking facilities, databases, and official NASA statements.
Despite scientific debunking, the Black Knight satellite legend lives on, particularly in online communities, popular culture, and niche media. This scene explores the persistence and evolution of the myth in the digital age. We'll discuss how the internet provides fertile ground for such stories to spread, mutate, and find new adherents, often creating echo chambers where alternative narratives thrive. The scene will also touch upon its appearance in science fiction, video games, and documentaries that lend it an air of credibility. The aim is not to re-legitimize the theory, but to analyze its cultural impact and its continued presence in the public imagination, highlighting the gap between scientific fact and popular belief. Visuals will feature online forums, social media discussions, and snippets from pop culture references.
Our journey concludes by reflecting on the profound interplay between scientific inquiry and human imagination. The Black Knight satellite, a compelling blend of fact, folklore, and fantasy, stands as a testament to humanity's innate desire to explore the unknown and find meaning in the cosmos. While scientific evidence has largely debunked the physical existence of an ancient alien sentinel, the story of the Black Knight continues to resonate, fulfilling a need for mystery, wonder, and perhaps a sense of cosmic companionship. This final scene aims to encapsulate the enduring human spirit of exploration, the power of narrative, and the ongoing quest to understand our place in a universe that remains largely enigmatic, even with all our scientific advancements. We leave the viewer with a sense of wonder, encouraging critical thinking while appreciating the cultural impact of such powerful myths.